Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Last Defense Academy. I think we're going to be buying something for Darumi today. So she's into art items, so because she is very artistic. And I wanted to maybe like improve some stuff with Darumi. So maybe like stuff that splatter movies. I don't think so. Let's see something that would be like very artistic, I guess. We have a deer. Wait, is there, did we gave her a gift before, right? I think so. Can we check maybe? I'll check again. I've been having such a blast with this game. I absolutely adore it. I'm trying to see. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay, we haven't given a gift to Darumi yet. Okay, at least not a good gift. At least not a good gift. We have to look for an art item. I've been adoring this game. I really have. It's been so fun. Simple toys? No, that doesn't... No. I thought it looked like a paint can for a second there. Sewing kit. Tool kit. Festival goods. Fortune telling goods. Silverware briefcase. A noose. Let's see. Will it say art stuff on the actual thing, or is it just like... I don't know, maybe not. A skeleton? But again, that wouldn't be for art stuff, would it be like? We just gotta look for art stuff. That's all we gotta look for. Art stuff. Temporary tattoo, high heels, hairband. Digital camera? That's more machines, right, than anything? Next, she likes games, right? But I don't know if... Oh, art. It's hashtag art. Okay, so it has a hashtag as well. That's something I didn't even know from that sense as well. That's my bad. And we'll give it to Darumi.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
No, I have not, but you have shown an interest in art, right? Creativity went up by 20, and we got linguistics up to 2. Fantastic. Yeah, I think we might give some more gifts every once in a while, right? Oh, someone's at the door. It's always very exciting when someone comes to the door because you never know who it's going to be. Now, it has been a lot of times Darumi or Eito, right? But let's see. I casually walked over to the door and opened up. Standing on the other side was probably the last person I expected to see. Whoa, Nozomi. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh no, it's... Suddenly face to face with Nozomi, I completely froze up. She must have picked up on how awkward I was feeling and got straight to business. I need you to come with me. There's an altercation in the cafeteria? An altercation? Wait, oh my god. Yeah, we have to, like, whoever's in this altercation, we have to stop it, but I'm just so sad at this line here. He thought that it was coming to, like, have a chat. Oh, are they fighting again? What's it about this time? I don't know. 1 minute everything was fine, the next everyone was yelling about each other. It's probably nothing too important, but with how tense things are right now, it's gonna get out of hand really fast. Well, someone got punched last time, which is serious. It is serious, because, like, he was very hurt, our Gaku. I don't think I can stop them on my own. Alright, in that case, we better hurry. Thank you. Come on. Nah, that's so sad. He thought that it was going to be like a chat. Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria. Who's having a fight here? Oh my god, everyone's here. The moment we opened the door, we were assaulted with a wall of noise. You're all insolent and incompetent. If you were government officials, I'd be rallying for your immediate impeachment, resignation, and execution. Good thing we're not government officials then. They despise each other. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Kurara. To heartlessly steal away the fruits of your labor is unforgivable. In the face of such malfeasance, even the holy Jamaji sword trembles with outrage. Too much information, Kiyoshika. Keep your shenanigans with your vibrating sword to yourself. Kurara is so mean. And then poor Kiyoshika, who we actually like so far as well. I'm on your side. And just so everyone knows, these allegations of vibrating shenanigans are entirely false. Everyone knows this, don't worry. But she's obviously so self-conscious about people like thinking of her in a weird light, you know? But don't worry, we know they're all false. Okay, so what is everyone fighting about? Aren't you guys overreacting? This isn't that big of a deal, is it? I don't know about that, sweetie. Emotional responses are very subjective, you know? Maybe not... I don't know, maybe not the phrase you want to use here when you're talking to Tsubasa. Like, maybe if your whole family got tortured to death, you'd be real cut up about it. But I wouldn't feel a thing. I guess. Why is everything gotta be about death and torture with you? If you're trying to shock us, it ain't working. What's up, guys? What's going on? Talk to me. I'm sorry. I tried to calm things down, but I couldn't stop them. I hate to admit it, but with my condition, I'm not very good with situations like these. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's tough. Tensions are high. Get back to your sickbed, invalid? No. And Takumi, now that you're here, you make yourself... Kurara, you're being too mean. You're being way over the top, okay? Calm this down. I want you to bear witness. Bear witness to what? Yeah, to what? I'm going to expose the criminal hiding our ranks and met our sweet, merciless judgment? Who's the criminal? I gotta wait. What do you mean merciless? Look, I don't know what's happened here, but I'm sure if we all take a minute to calm down. I'm perfectly calm. My pulse is at a steady 65 BPM. She's too much sometimes. She really is. And like what she said to Eito there and like what she's saying to it's just not nice. It's not nice whatsoever. I know that deep down there's probably something there that we can like latch onto, but right now it's just I don't like her insulting people like that. I really don't. So when I say whoever took my treasure from me will pay, you'll know it's just not just an emotional outburst. It's a promise. So if someone stole someone from you, you should say we can get it back. In the name of the Osuzukis, I'll have my revenge. Or maybe you misplaced it. Or maybe who knows? We'll find out. There's a big crowd of people here now. You okay, Gaku? This is nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about nothing. Are you okay, Eitzo? All this yelling is making me feel nauseous and I can't do anything to stop them. I feel so pathetic. I'm sorry, Takumi. Shuma's not saying anything. Ima, you have something to say. I know you probably do. What a racket. I wish they'd give it a rest already. Ima's like, this is just bothering me. How are you, Kako? What should we do? There's gotta be some way we can help. Durumi, suggest a killing game maybe? Yeah, boo, the killings are finally going to get started. We'll try and stop that. We'll try and prevent that. You okay, Tsubasa? What's she so mad about? This is going way too far. I don't hit girls, so if Kurara starts going crazy again, I'm not going to be able to step in. The thought that you would want to step in anyway, like if they're doing something is enough, Takemoto, okay? You better ask Kurara what's going on, then maybe we can calm her down. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Kurara. The one responsible for this malfeasance must pay. Ask Kurara to explain what's going on. It's best you hear it straight from her. So what's happening? What's happening? Can you go back a few sets, maybe? What's all this about? A treasure being stolen? Fine, it pays me to relive this tragedy all over again, but I suppose you have the right to know. Somebody here, some wolf in sheep's clothing, ate all the curry I made last night. I mean, okay, listen, right? You have a right to be upset. Someone shouldn't be eating your food that you made, right? But, right, let's not move to violence. Let's find out. I agree that you should not eat someone else's food. But obviously, like, what they're saying here is, I'm saying it's not nice to do this, but obviously Takumi thought it was way more serious the way that she was acting, I suppose, you know? I put my heart and soul into taking great pains to get the consistency exactly right. And again, like I said, she's a right to be like upset about if someone stole her food, right? It's just I thought it was way more serious, and I think Takumi thought it was as well. Then I put in the refrigerator overnight, tucked up tight and safe from dangers, or so I thought. Some miscreant gobbled up every last spoonful, as if it were just some low-class slop. This is unacceptable. How's flailing around for an execution method? Once you find the culprit, I'll peel them like a grape. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like it. Let's go with that. I love that like they have this weird camaraderie between these four. You know what I mean? They kind of like, they must understand Kurara on a level that I don't, is what I'm saying. You're going to flay someone alive for eating your curry? You have to understand, Kurara really likes curry. Like really. You could use a Faraday's constant worth of reallys, and it wouldn't be enough. Nozomi, I understand. It's not nice to take someone's food. It's frustrating as heck. You put some work into something and someone eats something out of the fridge. It's not nice. It feels and again, to the other side, it could be like, it's not that big of a deal, right? It can be a big deal to you, but murder? No, not for curry. We're not doing that, okay? That's not right. And this batch didn't come out of the Rationomatic either. She wanted to make it by hand using a traditional family recipe. And yes, it's not nice someone took the curry, but we're not going to rationalize death of somebody for taking the curry. Ozuki curry is a dish that depends on precise heat management. Let it get too hot or cold and the flavor completely falls apart. You have to supervise it constantly from start to finish with the same care you'd use around a newborn babe. Each batch is precious to me as if it were my own child, and now some low-down thief has taken away from me. Snatching a child away in the dead of night, truly despicable crime. But that's not what happened to Kyoshika, right? That's not what happened here. I want to make that clear. There was not a kidnapping of a child in this situation. Weren't you always planning on eating this child, though? Ima, of course, coming out with the snark. This is stupid. All this over a little curry? I'm out of here. And Gaku saying this actually makes sense because Gaku comes from a family where you have to share so much, right? And like, wait, no, it's not only that. I'm saying this from his perspective. It's like, hey, he would know about like sharing food, like it's, he has so many kids and so many mouths to feed. But also at the same time, right? What he's saying is kind of true. Like, yes, you shouldn't take her curry, but murder for taking a curry, doesn't work. No. No.
Pizza face cinder block.
No, do not punch Gaku, my boy. Do not punch my boy. There's a galactic bazooka and a crowd goes wild. Let's be honest here with the tension, right? Gaku definitely did. When they came into this school, he did start a fight, and he was very prickly towards the other side, right? Kurara is extending this beyond anything it needs to be. Punching our poor Gaku again. Is that what the attack's for? And he didn't even touch her this time. He didn't even put his hand. Because last time I was saying, like, I didn't agree with her, like, just punching the crap out of our lovely Gaku. But in any situation in life, if you put your hands on someone in their personal space, right or wrong, if they're a good person, bad person, great person, evil person, you probably have to expect like a response of some kind, whether that is like, even though, again, I'm not saying that it's totally right to do so, I'm saying you have to expect that kind of response, right? In this case, he didn't do anything. He didn't do a thing. Oh my god, poor Gaku. That's the second time you got to jump on me. Look at him. Let there be a warrant you. Nobody's allowed to leave until the culprit is found and receives their punishment. Who are you to decide that? Who are you to decide that? But you're not actually going to execute them, are you? We're not letting that happen. Actually, just ashamed to be able to come back afterwards. In that case, how about we focus on really making it hurt? It'll make for a better punishment that way. No! I want to be so reasonable here with your curry. No one should take your curry. I agree. But nobody should be getting hurt either. We could, I don't know, chop into little pieces and serve them up in a new batch of curry. You're lucky you look so cool. You're lucky you look so cool. Enough with the gore, you're not impressing anyone. Wait a minute, you're talking about execution pretty casually, but you're not planning on using your Hemonia, are you? What else? The enemies of the Ozuzuki family deserve the same treatment as the enemies of humanity who sworn to exterminate. But Kurara, you're really not kidding, are you? You're going to use your full power on one of us all over a little curry. Don't go thinking we'll take that line down. We're pretty strong too. You know we are. Great idea. Let's make it a Hemonia battle. Henom-anima battle royale. I'll go grab our fusers. Guys, stop it. This isn't right. And of course, the Ruby's just ready to fight at any moment, ready for a big death battle, you know? Right when we're on the verge of descending into an all-out brawl, somebody on the edge of the group raised their hand. Shouma? It was me. I'm the culprit. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Shouma? What? Shouma? Are people going to say different things now? Is Shouma... Oh, they are. Okay, Shouma going to be all right? Snatching a child away. Oh, God. No, that's not what happened, okay, Kyoshika? You be nice to Kyoshika and teach her the ways of life in a better way. I think we just found our secret ingredient for the next batch of curry. We're not doing that to poor Shouma. We're not doing that. Please, no, we shouldn't be using Henom-anima on each other. I agree, Nozomi. I 100% agree. Did I hear that right? Did that little cockroach just confess? He's our little boy. What's Shouma thinking? He's completely lost his mind. Did Shouma just say what I think he did? I actually love getting these little tidbits from everybody. Come on! Henom-anima battle royale, let's do it. I'll go grab our infuser so we can start whenever. People around here sure do get passionate about food, but at least it makes for a good show. Of course, Ima loves this. Shouma, why? I need to keep it together. Why did you have to hit me? I'm not even the guilty party here. I must have the rottenness look at the world. legitimately, she should not have hit you, right? Legitimately, you did nothing in any way, shape, or form. And again, I don't even think like you intentionally were trying to like, even the first time when he got hit, he was literally just trying to step in so nothing would happen to Shouma, right? That's all he was doing, right? And again, like I said, we talked about all that last time. We talked about all of it. Shouma, what happened to your buddy? What did you mean just now? Just what I said, it was me. I ate the curry after Kuraro left it in the refrigerator. What? I'm guilty. You can do whatever you want with me. Flay me? Slice me up? Use your hand no anima on me? I won't complain. Please do complain. I'm just a bird of this school with absolutely no redeeming features after all. Shouma, are you serious? Of course. Why would I lie? Anyway, you found the culprit. Now you guys can stop fighting. Is he telling a lie so people will stop fighting? Is that what's happening here? I see. Kuraro took a series of slow, deliberate steps towards Shouma. How was it? You ate it, right? How did it taste? Oh. It was delicious. That's all. I might have forgiven you if you had something more interesting to say. Honestly, like, an interesting turn from Kuraro here to be like, I just wanted you to describe it in detail how good it was. Oh no, she's getting on with the fling. I thought she was changing her mind there for a second. Go ahead, feel free to turn me to curry, too. At least I can finally be useful by providing for a nourishment for everyone. No, let's not think of it this way, Shouma. Why would you want to? Very well, if you're resigned to your fate, there's no use wasting time. My sublime Heno Anima will be the last thing you ever see. Kuraro, no, think about what you're saying. Heno Anima was created to protect life, not destroy it. We shouldn't be using it on each other. Alright, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, I get your point. How about we make it a one-on-one mock battle? That's interesting. Was not expecting that choice. A mock battle? The maggot and I will duel each other, no holes barred. He can defend himself or fight back whoever he wants. You can't accuse me of being unfair or unnecessarily cruel now. It's just a friendly little training exercise between squad members. That sounds like a reasonable way to resolve things. I don't hate it, right? I don't dislike that idea. But step forward, maggot. I want to finish this and get out of my day. But I can't. Shuma doesn't know how to use the Heno Amina. It wouldn't be fair to fight. He's a member of the special defense unit, isn't he? If he hasn't taken his time to learn how to fight, it's his own fault. Unless you're offering to take his place, heck, why don't you all get in on the action? Again, I don't think it's a fair fight right now at all. If Shuma did use his Heno Amina, I think he could have some chance here as well. But he refuses to. I'll slice you up and serve you to the invaders with fava beans and a nice Chianti. We're doing freaking Hannibal Lecter references here. You and what are we? I think it's time you pay for being such a stuck-up jerk. This is why I'm proud of Gaku, right? It's hard to speak up when there's so many people that are like, and again, that other side is terrifying. They're trained, they're strong, they're aggressive at times, they're scary at times. But Gaku is, and it could be just because of his own like thing where he just doesn't like rich people, and that's fine too. But on numerous occasions now, he's stood up for Shouma, right? Like numerous times. Look at you, breathing heavy with that fiery look in your eyes. You make me want to jump in and tear things up too. Back off, pretty boy. You have to go through me first. Oh my god. Again, I want everyone to get along. I want to make that clear. I want everyone to get along. But I love that Takamoto is also like, hey, you're not going to touch Gaku. You know, you're not going to touch him. Sounds, you'll not threaten my comrades, sir. I swear on my sword, justice will be done. Looks like both groups are going to wipe each other out after all. Not that I'll get involved either way. Look at this smile. Look at this killer smile. Brother dear, stop making it worse. Please, everyone, sure we can resolve this peacefully. Peace was never an option. All that's left now is to allow our destructive impulses free reign. It's happening. It's finally happening. Oh my god, yeah. But it's a mock battle though, Darumi. It's a mock battle. This is bad. At this rate, there'll be no holding him back. If we start lashing out at each other, everything will fall apart. Any sense of order we build will collapse into complete madness. No, this war has always been nothing but madness. I'm just starting to think we all must be a little crazy too. Between the invaders and our Hema Anima powers, and all that way too convenient technology around here, our sense of what's real or normal has already been completely warped. I agree with this 110%. Right? And the perfect example is Darumi. and how she's just a funny gal now, right? In any normal society, she would be, you know, it would be very worrying what she's saying. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, she's talking about like, I hope everyone kills each other. All this stuff would be very worrying. But here she's like, it's reality. You can't, you know, in these games, a Kodaka game, you can't judge characters by the real world. You can't. And in this sense as well, everything's so warped that it's even more warped than the usual world. And everyone's sense of what is right, as you said here, like what's normal, is completely different. We're in a completely different world. There's no rulers, there's no mayors, presidents, politicians, police officers. There's nothing here. It's just us making our own rules based on the rules that are like defined in this school, I suppose. But it's us like following those rules to however we see fit as well. If we lose our last semblance of sanity now, I don't think we can come back from that. Please, we shouldn't. Oh, Nozomi. I didn't want her to cry. I was thinking like a mock battle might be a good idea to relieve tension, right? But obviously you don't want people hurting each other. I get it, you know? Oh my god.
All of you, knock it off right now!
Takumi. Holy hell. And because in his mind, all he saw was, Kadoa. That's all he saw. And he spoke up like that? Wow. I hadn't meant to yell that loud, but at least I had everyone's attention. Takumi! Now that I started, I couldn't stop. The words kept spilling out one after another. I know you've all got your issues with each other, but we can't start fighting amongst ourselves. That would be letting the enemy win. If somebody has to fight to resolve this, let's stick with the one-on-one duel. Just Kurara and Shouma. Shoma's like, I don't know what you're talking about here. Like, I'm kind of proud of Takumi for standing up here, but obviously he did it because like he invoked this emotion that he had from Kurara, right? Or Kadoa, sorry. But Shouma can't fight.
Hey!
The music here is awesome as well. So good. I'm not suggesting we throw him in right away. I'd like some time to get him ready. To get him to the point where he can fight. Wait, we're going to train Shouma? So Shouma is the one at fault. You're in no position to make demands on his behalf. Honestly, I think we are just because of this challenge that is made. Right? If you want this to be a fair challenge, you need to give us time with Shouma. Imagine us training Shouma. That's fine with me. Of course, yeah, because Kurara doesn't mind. Kurara doesn't mind. She's going to want to fight. Is it? How much time do you want? Teaching Shouma to fight won't be easy. Then again, it's a time limit. A time limit could help motivate him. Yes, put him to pressure. I've written my best college essays a week before, not 2 weeks before. This being such a pressing matter, you shouldn't expect too much. Perhaps 2 or 3 days at most. 8. Oh wait, 8 days. That's very generous, Kurara. Are you sure, Lady Kurara? Even weekly manga series don't make readers wait that long for the next part of the story. 8 is the Otsutsuki's lucky number. It never steers us wrong in business or in life. But that's the maximum, okay? If there's an enemy attack before then, I win by default. No questions asked, understand? Alright, I can live with that. So that's a good deal. Another thing, this isn't just between me and Shouma. It's a battle for supremacy amongst our teams. Wait, what? Let's make it more interesting. Winning side can order the loser to do anything they want. No questions asked. We wouldn't say anything. I mean anything. Those are my terms. Take them or leave them. So that's what she was aiming for. If I wanted extra time, I've got no choice but to accept. This is crazy. But honestly, can I say, like, I don't hate the idea of like a mock battle that would relieve tension, but also now it's like higher stakes, right? Then it's decided. Kiyoshika, they've got 8 days. When's their time limit? Today is day 35, so 8 days away is 5-3, carry the 1. Day 43. Day 43, almost halfway through things. I was just going to say that. There's nothing wrong with my math skills. Addition is not my forte, it's all. Don't worry about maths. Don't worry about it. Again, she's so self-conscious about like where she grew up and not knowing things. Well, my little dung beetles, it looks like your fate will be in my hands very soon. This is such an interesting storyline. That's such an interesting storyline. Shuma's like, what did you get me into? I can't wait to have you beating my heel where you belong. Jesus. Kurara stored away, her piercing high-pitched laugh echoing down the halls long after she left. I didn't agree to any of this. Anything we want, huh? I have so many ideas already. Confound it all. If it weren't for the addition, I'd make a fine mathematician, I assure you. It's okay. I'm not judging you in any way, shape, or form. Yagumu and Kiyoshika fall soon after, but Nozomi stayed a little longer. I assure you that she's going to hold you to that promise. I know. It wasn't a promise. Takumi said that on his own. He'll never stand up in court. He's like, hey, he's not our leader. I think it was the right decision, though. It was the only way to stop the fight from breaking out right there and then. That's why I'm thinking about. That's why I think the mock battle isn't a terrible idea, because it's either ripping Shouma apart slowly here in this place, or having a mock battle where there is a chance that Shouma can win. Right? That's the two decisions here. That would have been fine with me, of course. The wink as well. He's so brutal. For the jeers, if you can't say anything nice. So yeah, she does get frustrated. That's her getting frustrated as well. I'll see what I can do to calm Kurara down, but I don't know if it will do any good. Once she fixates onto an idea like this, it's hard for the talk her out of it. With one last apologetic look, Nozomi left her to join her friends. So we're really doing this? I know we've got 8 days, but still. 8 days max, remember? If the invaders attack before then, we take the L. Yep. So if we have to make sure we don't... Well, we can't make sure of that, but like we have to hope that they won't attack.
Hey!
We got to get Shouma ready as soon as possible. That tomato head we see in Stars where she knows what hit her. Oh my god, yes! We gotta get him ready. We gotta get him ready. Sounds like a tall order to me. You really think you can beat her, Shouma? Not really, no. No, I'm seeing stars. But it's 8 days or 100 years, I'll still just be useless as ever. No, we can do this. We can do this. I'm not built for fighting. It must be some kind of defect. It's better if you don't expect anything from me. I'm afraid we don't have much of a choice. Maybe just think about it for today. I won't force you to do anything you don't want to, but you're the only one who can prevent disaster here, Shouma. Like I said, think about it. Alright, I guess I could do that much. Man, Shouma versus freaking Kurara. We decided to leave things to that for today. Went back to our rooms. By the time we noticed, it was already dark outside, so that's part of the free time gone. But like, that's I never thought we'd go down this route.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I never expected everything to come down to a duel between Shouma and Kurara. If you can win, great. I seriously doubt that's going to happen, though. And there's that stuff about us having to follow their orders. No, I can't get distracted by what ifs. That'll only make things worse. Yes, we gotta think positively. Do my best to shut out those troubling thoughts. I got into bed and forced myself to sleep. Yeah, we have to think somewhat positively. We have until like day 43 to do this. We have some time.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to...
I wonder if Shouma's feeling any more motivated today. I better go to the cafeteria and check. Man, the cafeteria scares me sometimes. The idea of even going to the cafeteria scares me sometimes. I'm worried about Shouma in this fight. Of course we are, right? Of course we're worried about Shouma in this fight. So, oh, okay, our boy's here. Is he on this side? He is. But, right, I think that if he can find the strength, I think there's going to be something very powerful in Shouma, you know? Oh, hey, Takumi, you heading to the cafeteria? My jaw's still aching from that punch I took yesterday. I think I'll have some ramen for breakfast. I can't handle anything too crunchy right now. That's okay. But yeah, she shouldn't have punched you. That wasn't very nice, Gaku. And Gaku, like, is just literally, like, you know... He's doing his best in life, you know? He's doing his best in life. He really is. Is Shouma not here? Shouma's not here? No, Eito went to get him a while back, but he hasn't come back yet. Damn it. This ain't no time to be hiding in this room. Even if he does make up his mind to fight, he'll have his work cut out for him. My whole face hurts from where Kurara hit me. Yeah, it was a tough punch. After waiting a while longer, the last two members of our group finally made an appearance. Oh, Eito brought Shouma down, okay. He's terrified, and rightly so. This is a terrifying situation. Eito practically had to drag Shouma through the door. Even then, he kept his eye on the floor, refusing to meet our gaze. Shouma was determined to stay in his room. He couldn't face all of us. Given the circumstances, I felt justified in bringing him a little more forcefully than I usually would, because he, like it or not, and I feel bad for Shouma, but like it or not, Kurata is going to hurt him. Right? Like whether we like it or not. It's too much trouble. Oh, Shouma. I know, it's so scary. The only reason we did this is because she was legitimately going to try and hurt you, like, in a worse way than you could have in a mock battle. My existence, I mean, it causes nothing but trouble to all of you. Shouma. I can't do anything right. If you rely on me for anything, it will only lead to despair in the end. Please don't think this way, Shouma. Please don't. I know he always thinks this way, but it's just so hard to listen to. As me, does Shouma look more determined than before? Just a little, I mean. Hopefully. Hopefully. If we murdered the other team before the time limit, we might default. Just think about it, okay? I mean, we can't, but she's not wrong. People don't just change overnight. Old habits die hard. I should know. Shouma. Of course, Kaku being the most caring gal in the whole world. I guess you would hear what Shouma has to say. Can't believe he's still saying shit like that. He needs to toughen up. It's tough. It's tough when you feel like this your whole life. And again, I've never felt like this, but like, he's clearly in a state where like emotionally he's pretty down, but he's also just like probably experienced something in his life that has made him feel this way at this point. I suppose you better listen to what Shouma has to say, for sure, for sure. Shouma, have you thought any more about what we talked about yesterday? Yes, I spent the whole evening giving it some serious thought, and I come to a conclusion. I really can't do it. A perennial underachiever like me has no business fighting a duel, let alone trying to win it. Oh my god, the sounds Ima makes. You're wimping out. What a surprise. Ah, she's, come on, man. Why do you gotta be like that? Yeah, we gotta be motivational talk. We gotta have motivational talk. Guess we got no choice but to go with plan B. Then slaughter each other, get revived, and rinse and repeat. Again, I know you would love that, Darumi. It would solve nothing. Shumi, you need to stop being so hard on yourself. If you just put in effort, you'll see that you're not nearly as weak as you think you are. See, that's the thing, and I think what Eito was saying is not inaccurate. It's just that what happens is with people is that, like, I think generally people find it harder to put an effort into some situations because they've been beaten down so much emotionally. And it's one of those cases where, like, I can, like, move forward and I can, like, you know, you can say, someone can say to you, hey, just put in some effort. But then, like, you think about times you did before. It's like, well, I tried before. I tried to, like, write this thing before and I couldn't do it. I tried to do this before and I couldn't do it. And that always, like, those past failures and those past traumas in a lot of ways influence your future decisions and your future outlook on the world, right? And you don't have to do it alone. We're all here to help you anyway we can. Exactly. We will help you. Maybe I could get a strong enough effort if I were a normal person. But I'm abnormal, subnormal. No, even that's giving me too much credit. At any rate, I'm not the kind of person who could change for the better. You are. You definitely are. It's just I understand that, like, how difficult it would be right now. My use is baked right into my on a cellular level. There's no overcoming something like that. Are you sure? I mean, I always thought of my problem with throwing up. I meant that I was totally unsuited for fighting, but here I am. Our problems might seem similar at first glance, but mine's are a lot more serious, more fundamental. Hey, hit me. Wait, what? Wait, what? Takamaru got to his feet and stomped over to where Shouma was standing. Just hit me, see what happens. Takamaru. Okay. Shouma reluctantly raised his arm and made a fist and propelled it towards Takamaru in an unenthusiastic fashion, low energy kind of way. Alright, let's ignore how long that took, plus the fact that I barely felt a thing. The important thing is you did it! You threw a punch and it connected, so what you gotta complain about? This gentle beast. This gentle freaking beast. What a, like, an interesting way to, like, teach someone about, like, you know, taking steps, right? At least that's what I see it as. Maybe he's going to see it in a different way, but, like, the idea of, like, hey, you did this now. You were able to do this. You know? Oh, God. Poor Sho. What the hell's happening? The spots all over his face? What? Was this, like, a reaction to what just happened a few minutes later? See what I mean now? I've been like this for as long as I can remember. The slightest sign of conflict, my body just shuts down. It's like an extreme allergic reaction. Even a single punch is enough to set it off. My whole body itches, I get a headache. I break into a fever, and before I know it, I've passed out.
Hey!
Well, you really weren't exaggerating when you said you couldn't fight even if you wanted to. I tried to tell you. So he has this negative reaction to fighting. This allergy to violence must be the reason Shuma's self-esteem is in the toilet too. It's no wonder he feels like he's destined to fail in everything he does. And I wonder if it is like an emotional reaction that turns into a physical reaction. You know the way like stress can lead to like reactions on your skin and stuff and things like that. So I wonder if it is like that case as well. Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong. And like so the idea of like the feeling of hitting someone is what did this. Do you understand? Now I'm completely defective. You're not. I'll never achieve anything. You just give up on me now. Give up on me. I can't do that. You're lined up to fight Kadara next week. There's no getting out of it. It ain't just about you either. If they win, the rest of us will have to do whatever they say too. And what they'll make us do? Maybe they'll make us slaves and force us to wait upon their every whim, or humiliate us by treating us like animals, stripping us of any shred of human dignity. Dorumi going to like the obviously the extreme here. I'm finding a punishment that fits my skill set. Oh my god, Dorumi. Okay, Dorumi. I'm truly sorry for putting you all in this unfair position. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I do feel really, really bad. I do feel really, really bad for him. It's just such a tough situation. You better off forget about me. I'm using this time to figure out a way to make peace with him. Shouma, I can have your way now. So you want? I'm sorry. I'm just thinking now as well. And I'm sorry. Like sometimes I get a little mesmerized by this stuff. But like for me, like it's tough because like I don't want to ever like downplay how he's feeling because like how he's feeling is how he's feeling, right? It's just so tough because now like we've kind of like and we kind of made the deal for him, right? But obviously like the alternative was him getting murdered in the middle of the cafeteria. I'll get out of your way now so you won't have to be sick of the sight of me anymore. Feel free to call me if you feel like hitting someone to vent your frustrations. No! Shouma, we have 8 days. Mumbling even more self-deprecating comments than usual, Shouma scuttled away from the group and out of the cafeteria. Maybe we can figure out a way that he can still fight, but he doesn't have to like fight, right? We've made little exceptions and we've gone through like conversations to do with emotional stuff before. We could definitely try. That went about as well as expected. Yeah, he showed as much fighting spirit as a salted slug. What do you do now? I don't even want to think about those guys. They'll make us do when he loses. Oh my god, that movie. I kill the game will make us all those little problems going away. I love that she's like preparing to be like, like act like an animal. Isn't it strange though? Whoever's in charge of all this must have known about Mr. Gonzaki's condition. Yes! Ima! Yeah! So why they put him in this unit? Someone who can't fight has no place in the war zone because that's the thing. He must have something. He shouldn't be the one making that point. No, you're right. They wouldn't select someone. Is she saying because he's not fighting or doesn't want them to fight? They wouldn't select someone who couldn't fight. There must be some way he can fight. Maybe they didn't do any research on us. We could have just been chosen at random, but we did get experimented on. Let's assume they did know about it, though. By that logic, Shuma's inclusion in the unit was deliberate. There has to be some special reason that he's here. Special reason? Perhaps he has hidden potential he doesn't know about. Something that makes him unique, even valuable. That's the thing. Just like with, like, I'm not saying it's the same thing, but like we figured out ways around, Tsubasa. I know it's a different thing because like, yeah, and we found ways around Gaku's fear and his emotional trauma. And I know it sounds so weird to say we found ways around your trauma. I mean, you know what I mean? We found ways to like listen to him, have a conversation with him, validate him, and then also like move forward. And then we also, with Tsubasa, we found a very practical way to get through this. I wonder if there's a way that we can get him to like awaken this like unique ability or something. Valuable. You're letting your imagination run away with you, Mr. Atsuki. It was probably just an administrative error. I don't think so. Everything seems so precise up till now, you know? Like everything. Why would everyone have some like ability to fight? I wonder what's happening when he has the Heno Anima like stabbed into him. Let's say you're right. Whatever this potential is, it's no good to us now. If Shuma isn't willing to work on whatever skill or talent he might be hiding, it's just gonna stay buried. What if we got him to think about himself more positively? That might be the first step in helping overcome his shortcomings. I agree. I think that's a step. I think emotionally we have to approach this. We can't approach this from just like, you know, making him do the Rocky training montage, you know? Guess it's just a matter of convincing him to look on the bright side. You're up, Takumi. I did like Takumaru's approach, which was like, hey, hit me, like, you know, to do something, right? To show you can do something. Wait, what? So it's gonna be us? Yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah, man, you're great at talking people around. The bar might be a little too high for this time, though. Mr. Gonzagi's lack of drive shows through every aspect of his features. Even on a good day, he looks like a dead-eyed zombie. Right, physiognomy may have been discredited a long time ago, but Shuma's the kind of specimen that could give it a resurgence. Guys, quit being so mean. What do you say, Takumi? Alright, I'll do it. It's pretty much our only hope anyway. I'm sure Shuma has something or someone back home that he wants to protect. Just like the rest of us. So we're gonna have to do that convincing minigame again? Maybe if I can remind him of that, he'll start to feel a little more motivated. That approach worked for me and Gaku. We'll just have to hope it works again. It's all up to you now, Mr. Sumino. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help. Of course you want to help, Gaku. Absolute sweetheart. That's right. We're all in this together. Let's show those chubs what real teamwork looks like. Yeah. Sure. I'll even do it for a minimum wage and no bonus. You want to get paid to help out? You got 7 days at most. Depending on what the next attack happens, I may even have less time than that, though. I have to do whatever I can to convince Shoma to be positive. Let's go. Having decided on a plan for the week ahead, the meeting broke up and we all returned to our rooms. This is going to be tough because, again, he is, like, very emotionally scarred. And it's hard to, like, take yourself out of a situation where you are feeling rather upset, right? For me, like, the way I look at it is, like, if you had a friend who is constantly, you know, downplaying their achievements, there's someone who, like, at every party, they stay in the corner, they don't talk to anybody, which is nothing wrong with not talking to anybody, I want to make that clear, but, like, but it's clear that they're very much down on themselves and they're feeling very, like, kind of, like, even depressed in some cases as well. And they're very much self-deprecating in a very dangerous way, right? Because there's nothing wrong with, like, having a little bit self-deprecating humor every once in a while, but, like, the way Shoma talks about it, like, he very much, like, sees himself as, like, something that doesn't deserve to be around. But I wonder if there's something deeper there and we can find that inner confidence that can be in everybody, but obviously it's very difficult to, like, find that. He has a potential that he hasn't recognized yet, but in order to find out what it is, I'm going to have to chip away at his deep-seated sense of self-loathing. I guess I'll start by trying to draw information out of him and see where that leads. I should do it soon. I can't take this time for granted. So, collect information on gifts. So this is like last time. We have to collect some information on gifts. So we'll talk to Gaku. Maybe he's over here. We'll check here first. I forgot we can dash. How are you, my boy? My sweetheart. Something Shuma would want? What about a plushie? Plushie? Everyone was mumbling something about wanting a plushie to sleep with at night. You want a plushie? This seems like a promising lead. You're pretty good at sewing, right? Would you be willing to make a plushie for Shoma? What? Why would I make something for a guy? Why not? I mean, it would persuade him to fight. Then you make it. Then you make it. I don't work for free. Here, I'll give you what I need to make it. Okay, thank you. You can thank me later. And buddy, Gaku tossed some clothes and cotton on me before rushing out. So much for getting his help. Well, it's better than nothing. I actually quite enjoy when Gaku's like, hey, I don't work for free. he's like, I'm getting paid to work. And honestly, I appreciate it. He's a working man. He provides for people. But any boys out there watching this, make a plushie for your best friend, your best boyfriend. You know, they'll appreciate it. And if they don't appreciate it, then they're not your best boyfriend, you know? Through me, my gal. Someone who's very good at creativity and creating things. I can't wait.
Yeah.
You startled me. What do you mean you can't wait? I mean, how is this not just exciting? I wonder what humiliating punishment those other guys are planning for us. Of course she's excited about this. I actually love her laugh. Do you think we're gonna get you act like a dog? I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen, okay? It's not like we're definitely going to lose. Shouma might pull off a huge upset. That's true. Please, of course he's not. He's just gonna forfeit. Just give it up and become a dog with me. We can lick their boots together. I won't, okay? I'm not, downplaying your hobbies. Everyone needs a hobby. But I personally won't. I was about to go look for a nice collar. How about you join me? I'm good for now. Thanks for the offer. Very kind. Thank you. I figured it has to be an abandoned pet shop around the residential area. Thank you for that. Wait a second. Do you want us to go to do that? To go to find something there in the pet shop in the residential area for like a plushie or something? Let's talk to everyone first here. There's Ima, the Snark Lord, the Snark King, and Kako, the Sweet Queen. You know. You don't want to give up, do you, Mr. Sumino? You're still trying to force Mr. Gonzaki to fight.
Hey.
Of course I am. If Shouma doesn't fight Kurata, who knows what he might be forced to do? Yeah, but I doubt you'll get anywhere with Mr. Gonzaki. Mr. Gonzaki is a non-confrontational as they come. Heard that even when the invaders destroyed his home, the Tokyo residential complex, he just ran away without fighting back. He didn't even check to see if his family was okay. He just ran with his dog. Whoa. And you found this out? Think a cow wouldn't even fight for his family, would fight for us? For the record, I say no way. That's so interesting to me. Because that has to be very, like, that would drag me down deeper into my self-loathing, right? Whatever self-loathing I had before, I have even more now after that happened, right? Even his family isn't good enough reason to fight for in Shouma's eyes. Then what would he fight for? So that's them talk to as well. Do we actually have to go out and find stuff with, or is there, oh no, there's Eito here as well. We'll see how it's going. Should we talk to everyone as well? I don't know. I'm not sure if we should do. You guys should let me know if I should be talking to everybody as well. But let's talk to Eito anyway. Oh, something Shouma might want? I'd have to get something dog related. So we're talking about the pet store. We're talking about the plushie, all this stuff. So maybe a dog plushie? He had a pet dog back in the Tokyo residential complex. He did. And I think he even said it was like the only one that actually understood him. Right? A small Shiba Inu named Leo. Shouma had a dog. I think I remember mentioning it too. Yeah, at the very start.
My only friend is my pet dog. He's the only one who ever talks.
That's
to
actually
me.
so sad to me. It really is. I'm not saying sad as in like, that's so stupid. It's sad as in a way of just like, I really, I don't know. Like, it's 100% to have the companionship of an animal, right? But like, he's saying the only person in the world who has anything to do with him, you know? We only took Shouma, took to Shouma, and we're always together. From the morning walks to sleeping, from sleeping in the same bed, the two were practically inseparable. So they were all two peas in a pod. Shouma must have treated Leo like a brother. I'm sure he had sad about being apart from someone so important to him. Look at the lighting here, by the way. They changed the color tone of the skin to match the like very like moody lighting in the library. The lighting in the library. Something would be delighted if you gave him something that reminded him of Leo. This is a very sweet idea, especially since this is so important to Shouma as well. And like animals are like family. To me, they're like family. What can I give him? There's something with a Shiba Inu on it. Wait, I'm in the library already. Why don't I look for a book on dogs? That's a very interesting idea, right? It seems like there's a book Shouma would like. A picture book about Shiba Inus should be right up this alley. Oh my god. Okay. I thought we were going to make a plushie. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Shouma. So maybe we're just using it as a reference? Saying I'm wanting a plushie to sleep with at night. I love this track as well. He had a pet dog back in the Toki residential complex. Yeah. A small Shiba Inu named Leo. And again, like, how hard must it be as well for Shouma to have this one little creature that he felt like he had a connection to, and now they're gone. It was a life support probably for him. It was a thing that like kept him sane. Probably kept him like you know, in many cases could keep him like going, you know. And now that creature's gone. Very sad. I should get him a dog plushie. If I get him a plushie that looks like Leo, he's sure to open up. I searched through the Gift-O-Matic's recipe list for a dog plushie. Eventually. Oh my god. Let's go. A Shiba Inu plushie. It's perfect. The materials I need are a picture of a dog, cloth, cotton, and a collar. So we don't have the collar. I'm sure the dog picture book can be substituted for the picture. I already got cloth and a cotton from Gaku. That just leaves the collar. That's only one thing I don't have. The only thing I don't have, but I have an idea where to find one. Yes, the abandoned pet stop, right, with the room he was talking about. I think that's be an abandoned pet shop around the residential area. We can go get that. I'll go search the residential area tomorrow for a dog collar. Perfect. Yeah, man, that's so sad because like it's like, you know, we all know what it's like to like grow distant from a friend or to lose a friend or to fall out with a friend. It can be very difficult, but imagine it's someone who is like your lifeline. It is everything to you. And in this case, an animal who like, I don't know if you guys have pets or whatever, if any of you, a lot of you probably do have pets. For me, like I adore my cats. And while like, you know, sometimes like, you know, if you have to clean up after them every once in a while or something, I can get like, you know, annoying. They are like members of like the family, right? They're like beautiful creatures, and I don't even have that type of connection where it's like they're my like only thing, you know, in the world. But like even before that, I feel like if I lost them, I'd be distraught, you know? And in this case with Shouma, it's not only just like the idea of like not having your pet around anymore. It's the idea that they were your only pal, the only one who got you. And I know in some cases people don't have anyone who gets them, you know? And that's hard too. So hopefully this works out. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Hopefully it's not a thing where he gets like upset with us or whatever. I genuinely like, I don't know. I genuinely just feel so. And again, I don't want to feel like total pity, but like it's not pity. It's sorrow. It's like I genuinely feel so bad for Shouma. He is a character who like. I can oh, everyone's in this area as well. He's a character that I can totally 100% see not everyone loving, right? And I wouldn't say I don't even like love him as a character because we don't know him that well enough. We know him like just from small conversations. But it doesn't matter if I love him or if I dislike him. It doesn't matter if he's mean to me or if he, or not that saying is, or whatever. This is a situation where like I am more than willing to help if it means that someone is going to feel better about themselves by the end of this, you know? So I guess we could bring... I like bringing Eitzo just because he's very powerful. We could bring Takemoto this time and... Tsubasa, maybe? I like having Dorumi for crowd control. And she was the one who suggested this, so let's go.
Roll out!
And this is one of the situations where, like, what's forcing Shouma's hand to fight now is not... How do I say it? It's not that we're forcing him to fight just for the sake of it. We were very patient with him. It's that... And it's not just... We made this deal to give us more time to prepare Shouma. Regardless if Shouma made this deal or not, he was going to die. And probably over and over again if they had their way. Kurata is not nice. And I hope eventually we can find something in her that, like, is truly nice and truly, you know, easier to, like, understand. But right now we don't have that. And it's unfortunate. I love the battles in this game, by the way, guys. I love them so much. I think I've said it a million times over, and of course you guys helping me out with these battles is definitely, like, been fantastic. Let's get some AP here.
We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their numbers. All well and good.
Let's do this.
If we do it here, we might as well get rid of the little guys first, right? Because we're gonna have to get rid of them anyway.
Ready when you are.
Let's do it to
What's stay with me? What damage can you do there? Oh, we could get rid of this big boy. You upgraded her abilities as well, right? Yeah, and then we can just end this right now, right? With Takumi.
Wrecked.
I've got this.
Yeah. I think it's probably our first ever first wave win of anything, right? But again, I never take credit for that because you guys have been very, very helpful with that stuff, and I thank you so much. You find an abandoned batting cage. Takamata wants to hit some home runs with his class weapon. How will you bat? Full strength right away, short, simple swings. Okay, got a silver token.
We did it.
Go for 3. The ground starts shaking around you while you're exploring an abandoned building. The best thing to do is hide under a table, run. It's hide under a table, right? Or a pebble, yeah. We got that one before, but that's like, I think, an actual thing with earthquakes, but I could be wrong. Continue exploration. Let's go this way. Let's go 3 and get to this. You pick up a black ore. It smells kind of strange. Should you really take this with you? Got black ore. There we go.
Might as well take it.
Yeah. We'll go 4. You see a hazard sign in the middle of the road. It might be dangerous to go any further. Take a different path. Ignore the signs and press on. Got a broken stone. Yeah, sometimes the most unappealing, like Kodaka. He's like, what if the most unappealing answer is the right answer every time? You find a small pond. The water is cloudy. You can't see the bottom. There seems to be something down there. Fished out. Wade into the water. You see what I mean? You gotta leave it fade and jump to the pond and risk. Yeah. As you are able to find a bronze token and sunk to the bottom. Like, the most unappealing thing is what, like, works out here. Mostly. You got a collar. You got a collar. Now I have everything I need. I should hurry back and craft that plushie. You know, I know we probably should have done more exploring there, but look, we got a lot of stuff there. We got some fun stuff. But just very funny to me that, like, the one that sounds the least appealing, jump into the water, go down the wrong road, is the one that, like, works out the most. And now we have the Shiba dog plushie. Aha! The Shiba Inu's plushie's done. I take the freshly made gift and head over to Shuma's immediately. I'm up for keeping going. Why not? Instead of leaving on the cliffhanger like that, did you come here to change my mind? Please give up on trying to make me fight. I'm begging you. A loser like me has no chance against Kurata. I'm trash, garbage, a bottom-feeding cockroach. You're wrong to put your faith in someone like me. You're giving this to me? Oh my god. I can't accept this. You can. A plushie this cute doesn't deserve to be contaminated by a loser like me. No, take it. Don't be like that. And just take it. Or do you not like it? No, I do like it. This puppy is awfully cute. I fell in love with it at first sight. Oh, Shouma. But that's exactly why I can't accept it. I plan to leave the school tonight. And I can't subject this cutie to such a harsh trek. What do you mean leave the school? You can't even use your head on anima yet. The invaders will kill you. This is my way of apologizing. I think my death will allow Kurata's anger to subside. I mean, if you're willing to die anyway, why not just try fighting her? I kind of agree. But I think he's so deathly afraid of the idea of fighting at all. If you fight like hell, you might even be able to beat her. Shuma suddenly started packing his things. Oh, he's seriously going to leave the school. Don't do it. No, I can't let him go. I need to get the self-destructive Shuma to start believing in himself. I need to persuade him to stay and fight. Here we go. Is it? Yeah, it is. We haven't done this in a while. It's a few episodes back. Please give up trying to make me fight. I was born a loser, a cockroach who can't even fight.
You saw what happened to me? I passed out just by lightly tapping someone.
You can do it. Is that going to work?
I knew what would happen if I fought Kurata. I will make it up to her with my death, so if we can just forget about the fight.
No, 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 no. So it is you can do it. Oh my god. See, I thought that was like maybe like too like vague, you know? We can do it again. I thought it was too vague. I really did.
You saw what happened. I passed out. It's clear what would happen if I fought.
That's good, but it's not perfect. So there's gonna be perfect answer and good answers. Don't worry, you can do it.
I can't do anything. The only thing I can just about manage to do is make poop.
Oh god,
It's
Shouma.
almost laughable how human garbage like me can produce poop every day. I'm like a walking fertilizer factory.
So that's a natural thing.
I'm a worthless human being, a pollutant who contaminates everyone around him.
We can do our best together, yes.
We can do our best together.
It wouldn't matter. Some things are impossible to overcome. I'm incompetent and worthless with zero potential. No amount of effort will change that, which is why I've given up on trying.
It's so hard to like
You
listen to
think
someone
I can
talk
go
this
out
about
there and
themselves,
fight
isn't
with
it?
everyone's fate in my hands? Oh, please don't count on me for anything. I'm begging you. Please, just leave me alone.
Stop running away from trying, because that's what Takamoto was saying? No, okay, yeah, that's bad. Okay, so Takamoto wasn't giving good advice. I'm not running away. I don't even have the right to try. You probably don't understand how it feels to never improve, no matter how much effort you put in. Oh god, we have to start from the start? Okay, let's go. Let's go.
You saw what happened to me? I passed out just by lightly tap.
Don't worry.
I can't do anything. I'm a worthless human being.
Because don't be so negative. That's not going to persuade him to do anything.
We can do our best.
It wouldn't matter. Some things are impossible. I'm incompetent and no amount of effort will. You think I can go out there and fight? Oh, please don't count on me.
He said this before. Yeah, there we go.
You. Please, just leave me alone.
Does this work? Okay, that's good. That's good. We're getting a higher percentage
I'll
here.
never stop believing in you.
Tell him, Takabi. Okay, we got 30%. Please stop talking to me. Why don't you just let me go? Give up on getting me to fight Kurata. Actually, just give up on me as a human being. We can't do that.
There's nothing more painful to me than having someone believe in me. Oh.
Whoa. So it's even painful. He doesn't like someone even like believing him a little bit. Why do you hate it that much? I wonder is it a pressure to succeed or a pressure to not disappoint us? In a way? I wonder. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I wonder if it is that like feeling of like I'm disappointing people. There it is. He feels like he's letting people down. So he doesn't try, so they don't have any expectations for him maybe. So then if he fails, then they're not going to even expect him to pass. Bottom feels like me only want to fall short of expectations. I'm scared of disappointing people. If I'm just going to disappoint people who believe in me, then I'd rather die before I get the chance. It's not that Shouma doesn't want to fight, he's scared of disappointing people. But why does he feel that way to this degree? Maybe it's some trauma related to disappointing people? Shouma, I'm here if you wanted to talk about it. Why are you so scared of letting people down?
My parents were part of the elite, unlike me.
Whoa.
A doctor and a lawyer.
Oh my god,
But
parental pressure as well.
unfortunately, I didn't inherit their excellent genetics. I'm stupid. I'm unathletic. I have no friends. I'm ugly. Plus, I pass out when I come into conflict with anyone. All my parents, teachers, and relatives who were hoping for my potential to manifest started to give up on me. They would say I was stupid for believing in him, without giving a single thought to how hurtful their words were.
No, that's so mean.
That's when I realized that I'm better off running away from their expectations. If nobody expects anything of me, then I can't disappoint them.
There's some expectations you never run away from? Perfect? No, like that's so upsetting to
There
me.
are some expectations you should never run away from.
The reason he's not trying is because his parents, were so much to live up to in his mind. And that can be terrifying, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like if your dad and your mother have these career jobs that people see as like the be all and end all of like importance in that sense. Like you're gonna also think that I have to like, you know, live up to this, or I have to like be just like them, because it's one of those things where it's like you go to a family get together. Oh, what does Shouma do for a living? Oh, Shouma does this, and there's nothing wrong. You can work anywhere you want. A job is a job, and you should be, you know, and if you're happy where you are, that's the best, you know, situation. You're not always gonna be happy with a job. Like jobs sometimes just suck. They just do. But he's feeling like he lets people down, and by the way, that's those. If anyone says to him like, oh, like I shouldn't have expected something from you, that person sucks. They are implanting something or imparting something on Shouma that does not or should not be there, right? They are setting him up for even worse failures. If you fail 20 times, if every day you had to do a task in the morning, right, for something, and if you fail 20 times, right, at some point you can say, well, yes, this person keeps failing, this is really difficult. But if you're like a parent or whatever, and you're in that position, you should say, well, let me help you with this. Let me show you the best way to do this. Like let's say like it's like the same thing of like gym culture. The best gym culture is like, hey, oh, I see that like you hurt your back last week, right? Doing like deadlifts. Can I show you the best way to do it? This is the way I do it, right? And then they improve more instead of just being like, I never expected anything anyway. Because that sets up Shouma for what he's like now, what he's feeling right now. He doesn't have a supportive company around him. He has people that are there to bring him down, or that he feels have brought him down, and he doesn't want to disappoint in the future. So he has gone to a stage where he's not even going to do anything, because if they don't expect anything, then they can never feel disappointed, and he can never feel that feeling of disappointing people.
Expectations I should never run away from? Could you give me an example?
He's adorable.
It's just hard for me to imagine as someone who's continued to run away from
Leo's
every
expectations?
sort of expectation.
I don't know which one is the best one there, because if we say Leo's expectations, I'm better off from running away from people's expectations, because I know I could never meet them. Even if you don't have the way of meeting them, there are some expectations you should never run away from. I need to tell Shouma that. So what's... So you have to go again with this. Retry persuasion. This can be sometimes tough. It can be.
My parents were part of the elite. They would say, I was, without giving us that, if nobody
That's the second one that comes up
expected-
here. We get perfect, right? So I wonder she'll be invoked, because the game is built up talking about Leo, right?
It's just hard.
Perfect. Okay. I was just worried about maybe upsetting him, like, because remember you lost Leo. That's so true though. Actually, now I get what Takami's saying. He's saying like, Leo saw something in you, right? He saw something amazing in you. So if Leo saw that, there is something amazing in you. How do you know about Leo? Eita told me that you had a dog named Leo. You were close, weren't you? You slept in the same bed every night. Oh my God, Shouma. Yes, Leo couldn't sleep unless I slept with him. So I went to bed every night hugging him in my arms. Oh dear Lord, she will hug the plushie I gave him. I'm going to die. I am going to die. He might be trying to remember how Leo felt in his arms. Right now, Leo could be suffering from sleepless nights out in the cold, thinking you're never coming back. How in the cold? All right, Leo doesn't have a home. Because the invaders destroyed it. He started to tremble as squeezed the plushie tighter. He started to remember that feeling that someone important to him is in danger. Where could Leo be now? He's so upset. I feel so bad about this. He must be waiting for me. Shouma, I understand how you want to run away from people's expectations. It's scary to disappoint people. But there's some expectations that you'd never run away from. If you even ignore the expectations of the people who matter to you, then you really are useless. I wouldn't say this personally. I wouldn't say it. I would not say it. Stop saying you'll make up for your debt and step up to the challenge. But I get what Takumi is trying to say here. He's saying like, Leo had faith in you. you were able to step up. You stepped up for Leo. You gave him a warm place to stay here as well. And from Takumi's perspective as well, the reason why he's probably being very harsh and forward with this is because it's limited time where everyone is going, where he's going to die or he has to leave the school. And maybe harsh words is probably better than death, you know what I mean, at this stage, for both him and Leo. Do right by Leo, your faithful companion is awaiting for your return. We're up to 60%. You're right, I can't die here. Maybe that's what he's saying, you know? I'm sure Leo is out there somewhere waiting for me to come back. I have to survive these 100 days, whatever it might take. And honestly, reminding him that he has people that love him back home. And I know it's a dog, right? But dogs are family. Reminding him that he has a dog back home that loves him is important, I think. Because even if he goes, oh, there's no humans back for me back home, because everyone else is like, again, expectations. Everyone around him in this group is like, I gotta go back and see my loved ones. I want to see my family, all this stuff, which is so important too. He might think, well, it's just a dog for me. It's like, no, it's not just a dog. This is the thing. This is the creature that loved you. In order to make that happen, I have to stop being scared and fight. You can do this. You finally made up your mind to join us? You gotta tell everyone. They'll be so happy to hear it. I took Shouma had to try to lead him out of the room, but it's only 60%. Shouma? He didn't budge. He just stood there trembling. Oh no. How am I supposed to beat Kurata? I can't even imagine winning this match no matter how much I try. All the pictures are pummeling me to humiliating defeat. So at least now he's like, he knows he has something to fight for, but now he's like worried about the actual fight itself. Now that he's finally contemplating fighting for the first time, he has to confront his fear of losing. What can I do to beat Kurata? Well, we can help. If I lose, all of you will be subjected to their awful request. And there again it is. It's letting people down, right? The ultimate letting people down is that if he loses, he's like, now everyone else has to, you know, follow their lead. I can't just ask Shouma to fight with zero chance of winning. I've come this far. I need to calm him down and help him overcome his fear of losing.
How am I supposed to beat Kurata? She was born a winner. The difference between us is like night and bird poop.
Night and bird poop?
To be honest, I don't think I can
It's okay if you
possibly
lose?
beat her. I know
Could we
that
say-
if I lose, all of you will be subjected to...
Yes, because he needs to know that even if it's not going to let us down.
It's okay if you lose.
I love that he's like, because in Takumi's head he's thinking, it's okay, but like, oh god, if we do lose, it's gonna be trouble. But yeah, we have to let him know that like, letting people down is a part of life, but also, not everything is gonna let people down. Sometimes things just happen. Sometimes things just go wrong. You know, sometimes you can't control it. You're Shouma versus Kurata. Like, you will probably, there's probably gonna be some secret ability, but right now it looks bleak. No one's gonna think any less of you if you get frickin' destroyed here. What do you mean it's okay? I mean, of course I'd rather you win, but even if you lost, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Kurata's a pretty strong opponent for your first fight after all. Exactly! Nobody, again, it's almost the opposite of letting people down. Right? If Shouma beats Kurata right now, it is like it's the opposite side of letting people down. Right? If he loses, no one's expecting him to beat Kurata. I know it sounds harsh, but nobody was expecting him to beat Kurata right now. That doesn't make it okay for me to lose, but it's the expectations. You're not going to let anyone down. If you lose, I'll be subjected to an awful punishment. And we accept that. We did accept it. We accepted those terms. We're all in this together, so we share the risk. Yes, everyone accepted those terms. Well, not everyone. We accepted the terms for everybody, and now we understand the terms. I'm sure she's not going to kill us over this. Our face. But then what's even the point of me fighting? The point is for you to rise to the challenge. That'd be a huge step forward for you, right? Once you get this experience on your belt, you'll be able to do it again. So true. Things get easier with experience.
Why are you so nice to me?
That hit me a bit. For anyone who haven't even asked, like, why are you being nice to me when the default should be people being nice to you is so sad. That hit me so freaking hard.
I'm not being nice. I just have faith in you.
Yes. This hit me so freaking hard so suddenly.
Even if you lose here, or countless times in the future.
Oh,
I have faith that one day you'll come out on top.
and that's what they neglected to tell him. The people, the adults in his life, they neglected to tell him that next time you will do better. Because failing is a part of life. Losing helps you learn.
Having faith is about how long you continue to
Oh my god,
believe
talk to
in
me.
someone.
I love you so much. Shouma, you got this.
Even if you lose, I'll never be disappointed in you.
I'm in tears. I am more than choking up. Oh my god.
I'll continue to believe in you. So I don't want you to worry about the outcome.
What a man. I love him
If you
so much.
continue fighting through the losses without giving up, you're going to find your own way of fighting eventually.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee
Talk
it.
to me. What a speech. There it is. We have freaking Shouma for Skanata. Look at the determined look. Oh my god, that hit me so hard. Persuasion complete. I just want to high five him now, you know? What a track. For Shouma to hear that someone, it's not even just like, the faith is so beautiful too, but the idea that like, hey, like, it's normal. This track, man. And you're gonna find your own way of fighting, right? And that's what he needs to be told throughout his whole life. That you don't have to be a doctor or a lawyer to make something of your life, to be something. Everyone should have told him this. He deserves to hear this. This is one of those things where it's like, if you have never heard this type of stuff before, I can only imagine how like it feels, right? To have something supportive in your corner when you've had nobody. I'm devastated right now. I'm devastated. I am so... He deserves to have Takumi in his corner. And now he's going to find his own way through. F being a doctor or a lawyer, you know? What could a busy world like you possibly do? No more of that, apart from flop around and get in the way. If you do flop around, it's okay. I can't imagine ever finding something that makes me actually feel useful. But even so. Maybe I can try. Maybe I can put in the effort to figure it out. Look at him. Look at him. That's all I'm asking for. Even trying is an important step forward. Alright, maybe trash, but I'll do my best in my own trashy way. That's great. This track is perfect. Look at him. Sorry for sniffling into the mic, guys. His sense of self-worth is still just as low as ever, but it sounds like he started to think more positively. Yes. Day 38. That's a perfect place for me to end the video here, guys. I know it's a weird place to end it, but...
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
That hit me very hard, so I don't know how much I'm going to like speak on this too much, but I had a like it hit me like a ton of bricks so quickly when you realize like exactly what's happening here, you know? And I should have probably picked it up on sooner. The idea of like that it is letting people down is probably the biggest thing, but we didn't obviously know about his family and his teaching and stuff like this. What happened here with Shouma definitely like had a like a lack of a support system in his life. And not only did he like only find he had like a dog that like was his only thing that like he that cared about him, and he found someone like that he never let down, right? Because it's always, you can give that dog the warm space in the bed, you can give him the food, and you know, it's very easy to be nice to an animal and to not let them down. You know, it's very easy. You just have to take care of them. And he probably felt useful in that sense as well, right? His parents being so high up in this career work, you know what I mean, that it made him like, you know, feel like he had to be like that as well, when in reality, you have to find your own way. And if you don't find your own way, you're going to be miserable for your whole freaking life. And I'm not saying that like everyone has to like, you know, that being a doctor or a lawyer is bad. We need doctors and lawyers as well. But I love that Shouma in the end got the lesson for Takumi to go like, I'm still feeling like I'm miserable, but I can try. And that's so important. And if any, like, here's the thing, I don't mean to get like sappy, but if anyone's watching this and like, you feel like you fail at a lot of things, you mess up a lot of things, we all do. You know, and here's, it's not the same thing, right? But I upload a YouTube video, right? And nobody knows the amount of like re-edits or mistakes or, you know, things that I had to edit out or all this stuff or what I had to edit out, you know what I mean? Like, nobody knows this all the time because, you know, you don't say this stuff. And you can come across as like, hey, here's a clean video, right? And you can look at other people's lives and go, look at that, they're so perfect. They don't let people down. But you should never judge. You should never judge your worst days compared to someone's perceived best day, you know? It's not the way you should do this, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself either to anybody either. Such an amazing moment. Such an amazing moment. And guys, thank you so much for watching this series, and thank you so much for watching these episodes. These are so fun for me, and this time so emotionally impactful for me. And I'll be back again on Saturday for another episode of The Last Defense Academy. And I appreciate you. Is it Saturday? It's Saturday. Yeah, then Monday after that. Thank you so much to Tyfar2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Links Marky, Assassin, Shakugan, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, Hike Asperian, and Jared Beanham. I'm a YouTube member at the highest tier, Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.